back, webhead.
Ooh, on this episode of Web Tales, the Kingpin is back.
He's fat!
There we go. We'll get back to doing these on the TikToks.
Yeah, we're gonna throw some tiki talks in there.
That's all the kids with the tickety talkies.
Yeah, so you can watch a couple of boomers talk about Spider-Man.
Look, yeah.
Peter Parker, Logan, Marc, and Batch are back. He's the hero from Queens, the amazing Spider-Man. The Web Tales Podcast. The Web Tales Podcast. Villains taking time, filling cities up with crime. Where the hero draw the line, the amazing Spider-Man. The Web Tales Podcast. The Web Tales Podcast. Peter Parker's back to talking on the Web Tales Podcast. Villains watch your back to talking on the Web Tales Podcast. The Web Tales Podcast. Peter Parker's back to talking on the Web Tales Podcast. Logan, Marc, and Batch are talking on the Web Tales Podcast.
Welcome everybody to Web Tales, the Spider-Man podcast, where we go through the history of a web slinger from the very beginning all the way to present day. And Batch, we're in a new era. We're on camera.
Yes, we're past the episode 200. We're on 201. We're now on video on YouTube. Yay! So
if you couldn't get enough just listening to us, you can watch us as well now.
So yes, we should do a little intro of what Web Tales is. So Web Tales is a podcast we've been doing for over 200 episodes, available on all 5 podcast formats, whether it's the Apple, whether it's the Spotify, whether it's however you decide get your podcast. But now we're moving on. We're moving on to video on our Pop4D channel on YouTube. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch us talk about Spider-Man. So we're going to recap all the classic issues of The Amazing Spider-Man. We're going to do watch-alongs as we've been doing at the Spider-Man 67 TV show. So we are first and foremost a comedy podcast. So never let the truth get in the way of a good story. So as we kind of recap of what's going on with these issues, we tend to make up our own storylines on this show.
Yeah, we follow our own narrative.
Yes. So if you want to know like some of the jokes, go back and listen to the first 200 episodes of Web Tales, and you'll find out all about Fancy Dan's suit shop and Carrot Connors giving autograph pictures of himself and Aunt May knocking boots with
everybody,
because Aunt May totally F words because again, I can't swear anymore. So fuck it. Aunt May fucks. There we go. I'm not changing the show. The show is still the show. This is a weird ass podcast about Spider-Man, but now we're in a new era.
No one's going to sponsor us anyway, Bash.
No, we've already been canceled. You can't cancel what nobody listens to.
Exactly. Good. I'm glad you're on the boat.
Yes.
And most importantly, you will learn about the power of chest expansion.
Yes, the power of chest expansion, and also he who will not be named on this show as
yes, I mean, how the hell are you going to do me on video? That's what I want to know.
Craven, you're gonna have to bring in the whole jungle.
Yes, I need to get my leopard print. Just say like I am in the chat room in another room. It's another video, and just put a picture of me.
Yeah, you're on one of those doors behind Batch.
Yes, I'm behind door number 3. That's the other studio. He won't let me in the main studio.
You can't be allowed back in, Craven.
No, man, I'm training his cat Rocky to attack people. It's hilarious.
And you'll eventually see that on this show. So if you want to follow the YouTubes for more footage.
Yes, as the kids today say, like, subscribe, and give us a big old like, because that helps the algorithm and people find our show. So this week on Web Tales, we're doing issue. Got to get used to that. Issue 163 of The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yes, the Kingpin is back, webhead.
And
yeah, so never let Scott Steiner meet the Kingpin.
No, Scott Steiner, he would get his ass kicked by the Kingpin, because Scott Steiner is jacked, but Kingpin is like more jacked.
Yeah, Kingpin is all jacked.
Yes.
As he says later on in these issues.
He's Hugh Jackman.
Oh.
Hey, that's timely. So let's talk about this cover. So the Kingpin is back, webhead. And Spidey's got a word bubble, and there's time. There's no way on Earth to stop him.
Yeah. As Kingpin is ramming a desk into the wall.
Yes. He's going to need a new desk.
Yeah. Well, he's rich. He can get as many desks as he needs.
Yes. So all-out action in the mighty Marvel manor. So first page, as we move into this issue, we got more back-to-school stuff. We love back-to-school ads on WebTales. This year, your favorite Marvel characters are going back to school with you and need school supplies. So we got Captain America notebook paper. We got the organizer. We got pocket portfolios. We got spiral notebooks. I would have ate these up when I was in public school back in the day. A long time ago, because I'm old as hell.
But then again, I feel like Captain America didn't do much schooling. He probably left in like the 3rd grade to join the army or something.
Yeah, he said, screw this noise, I'm out.
Yeah.
But as we get into the actual issue itself, we like to highlight the creative teams of the issues we recap. So this issue of The Amazing Spider-Man 163 is a Len Ryan joint, where he was the writer and the editor. Ross Andrew is the illustrator. Mike Esposito is the embellisher. Glynis Wine is the colorist. And Joe Rosen is the letterer.
Yeah, and we start right off the beginning with Spidey chilling on the top of a bus.
As Spidey does.
Yeah, well, he's tired of his web slinging, so he figured, why not hitch a ride?
Where's he going?
Does he say where he's going? I don't know. He doesn't say right here. Maybe the next page. But there are kids in the car next to him saying that Spidey's on the bus, to which the parents are just saying, That's the last time I let you kids eat chili tacos before dinner.
Chili tacos.
Does it make you fantasize, like hallucinate Spider-Man on top of buses?
Depends what kind of chilies. Are they like infused chilies?
It could be infused. Yeah, maybe infused with something.
So Spidey's on his way somewhere.
Yeah.
And then he sees a helicopter with Federal Aviation Administration markings on it.
Yeah. So that makes Spidey a little suspicious. So he jumps up and starts following the helicopter.
Lands on a station wagon.
Yeah. Probably the same one with those punk kids in it.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, the helicopter actually just steals a truck.
Yeah. While it's driving, so the 2 people in it just jump off before they're in the air. So Spidey follows it because that's what Spidey does. He can never have 2 seconds off.
No,
it's always gonna be a crime happening.
Spidey never gets a day off.
No, he's Mr. No Days Off.
Yes. So Spidey goes, "Cripes, I should have known. It's my fair weather friends again." So friends in quotations. Spidey has encountered these costumes. Oh, it's these henchmen.
It's the purple guys.
It's the purple guys from Professor Science.
Yeah, they need a new job because they're what would you call them? Employers keep getting arrested by Spidey.
These are the infamous another running joke on WebTales. The union thugs. They just go from like villain to villain. They just get new outfits.
Yeah, they're like a temp agency for goons.
Yes,
I would say.
So
Spidey, once again, like, you've interfered for us for the last time, Spider-Man.
So getting back to the next ad, the secret of teaching yourself music. A guy with a guitar, a mail away thing of teaching yourself guitar. I don't think that ever worked.
Probably not. I mean, maybe now if you got YouTube and that, but back then,
no. Moving on.
Yeah.
So with Spidey's fighting the goons.
Yeah.
They're trying to steal what's in the truck.
Exactly.
I hope it's not that tablet, because the Kingpin's back.
Fucking tablet. It didn't work for Silvermane very well.
No, it did not. So they steal that what was ever in the truck, then they decide to drop the truck, and Spidey's like, oh boy.
Oh boy. But then one of the goons gets slapped in the face because if Spider-Man dies, so do you.
That's like he did get Rick James' backhand right to the face. That's a Raven Stevie Richards backhand.
What the 5 fingers say to the face?
Slap.
Slap. Well, Spidey's trying to figure, okay, what the hell do I do now? There's not enough time for a web parachute, so he turns himself into a bouncy ball.
That's a first. We haven't seen him do that yet in the show.
No. And true to his word, he just bounces off of the truck. And he's okay.
So in the shadows, we see again, you managed to escape me, Spider-Man. And when we meet, my victory will be mine. as he shakes his fist.
Shaking, yeah, angrily. All right, well, back home, Peter's gonna go see Mary Jane. He's got some flowers, you know. I think she's mad at him for abandoning him for the 600th time. Abandoning her for the 600th time.
So just Peter being Peter then.
Yeah. But she's not home. So he walks home and starts plucking the petals with she loves me not.
Then just throws them in the garbage. But
yeah.
He opens up the door and surprise! It's a party and Mary Jane is there.
Yeah. So all of Peter's friends decided to throw him a party to fill up his empty apartment.
All of Peter's friends and Betty and Ned.
Yeah. I guess they're back from Europe or something.
Yeah. So Flash Thompson.
No, they're not there.
They're not there. Oh yeah, they're in Europe. So Flash Thompson is there. Robbie's there with his kid. Peter's
Glory
neighbor,
Grant.
who's the model.
Yeah, his landlady.
His
Harry and Liz.
I love how Peter's like, "What the hell did you do to my place?"
Yeah. For anyone who's not looking at the issue, there's a mishmash of random things. There's a multicolored couch, a giant stuffed dog.
These hideous curtains that have like roses on them. A giant cigar store Indian.
Yeah, which would now can be considered racist, and I think Peter realizes that. A couch that's way too big.
Because Peter had no furniture in his apartment.
Yeah, he was basically the guy who had the TV on 2 cinder blocks and a mattress. He's got 5 toasters.
So Robbie goes, everyone was asked to bring one item they had no longer had any use for. Who had the cigar store Indian?
Jonah, definitely. I'm sure Robbie went to Jonah's like, hey, we need something to fill up Peter's apartment. Oh, Parker, give him that cigar store Indian. I don't know where I got it from.
Yeah. I
don't need it anymore. I'm going to get canceled if I keep having it.
Peter can't get out of his chair because they gave him like a shitty chair.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you weren't joking. He's got 5 toasters.
Yeah. And as Glory says, you're lucky if 2 of them actually work. His landlady gave him a giant fish.
A giant marlin.
Yeah. And Peter keeps trying to talk to Mary Jane, but Flash keeps butting in.
Oh, next we got Halloween costumes. We got Marvel Halloween costumes. Next ad. We got Super Spider-Man and the Hulk costumes. So it's like one of the things where it's just like the crappy masks and like the like rubber like almost like a plastic bag material that has like Spider-Man or Hulk on, like those kind of costumes.
Those were terrible costumes. Those are the worst, crappiest things you would ever buy.
Or for $3.19, you can get Wolfman, you can get the Phantom Creature, you can get a Mummy, you get the Hunchback, a Frankenstein Devil, or a Goof.
A Goof?
A Goof.
But I'll pay my $3.99 for the Goof.
Yes. So the Hulk costume is $3.94 each. The Spider-Man costume is $3.94 each. That's a good deal.
Well, I'd say how much are they worth now, but those things have disintegrated like 30 years ago.
100%. Back to the issue.
Yeah. So Peter's trying to get to talk to MJ. And he's getting pissed off, so he has a little chat with Robbie, talking about love and the pressures of being a city editor.
Yep.
So
and Robbie's intense love of Spider-Man. He's the best.
Yeah.
Spider-Man is my best friend.
To which Peter disappears before Robbie starts on his love letter to Spider-Man.
Yeah, so that's another thing we should explain on this video podcast is that Robbie Robertson is Spider-Man's biggest fan in our universe, in our Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Earth 420, we'll call it.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot.
So Peter's on the roof, lamenting about his love life.
Abandons his own party, as Peter does.
Yeah. He's like, well, Betty is married to Ned Leeds and living in Paris now. Gwen Stacy is many months dead, murdered by the Green Goblin. And Mary Jane Watson
or Artie Simek.
Or Artie. Well, it was really Artie that was in that Green Goblin costume at that time.
That's true. He's the one that made the sound effect that snapped your neck. So that's why I blame Artie for killing Gwen Stacy, not...
They'll eventually retcon that.
Yep.
Blame Marty.
When we see Harry and Liz on the roof doing some
Yeah.
smoochy smooches.
Yeah. So Peter sneaks off before it gets too intense.
Yep. And then just pieces out his own party.
Yeah, decides to go Spideying out. And then he recounts his previous fight with the Tarantula, which you can see in Spectacular Spider-Man.
Which we will one day recap on this show, because eventually we said last episode we're gonna start doing Spectacular on the show recaps. So twice the Spider-Man recaps on WebTales.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to hang on those for a long time if you want everything.
We're still only dropping once a week though.
Yeah.
Maybe when we start the Patreon, then we can do like twice a week, but we'll see.
Just are paying us, people.
Yes, this is free.
Yeah, exactly. So Spidey heads to a unused old movie studio because he senses something, right?
Just like super kicks the door. What the?
Yeah, because he thinks it's a trap. And then he goes in, and it's still a trap.
Because it's the Kingpin.
Yeah. He does the cool supervillain reveal, you know, turning his chair around.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! Okay, we can't talk about this next ad. It's OJ. Hey kids, this is OJ Simpson coming at you from Juice Mobiles, the multi-purpose shoes by Spot Bid. Oh, you can get OJ Simpson shoes.
Okay, well those may be worth something now.
Yes, Spot built Juice Mobiles are designed for the shoes I wear, but they're priced for you. Why do I sound like Robbie Roberts?
Robbie Robertson. So yeah, Kingpin starts using his cane blaster on Spidey.
I always liked his like laser cane.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But I don't know if it would just like hurt you or disintegrate you. I'm not sure.
It depends on the intensity of the laser.
Well, I guess so. So Spidey blinds Kingpin and then tries to use the blaster on him, but it doesn't work. Only works for Kingpin.
He doesn't know where the button is.
Yeah. I just love that picture of him with it, like, trying to make it work, you know?
Yep.
So a whole bunch of goons come in. And Kingpin's like, nah, I got this. And he just takes his coat off.
Kingpin is like very theatrical this issue with his like with his reveal and the curtain going up with all the goons. He's put some thought into this.
I know. I feel like before it's like, okay, guys, listen. Spider's gonna show up at around 6. I'll be ready to sit in my chair, and I'll do the cool reveal. You know, when you turn around, like it's me, Spider-Man.
Kingpin has been rehearsing this for like 3 hours.
Yeah, exactly. And the reason he's smiling so much is that it worked perfectly. No hitches.
Then he just suplexes his table right on Spider-Man.
Yeah. Look at those guns, man.
He's jacked. He's vascular.
Very vascular. And again, that's why I put Kingpin as one of Spidey's top 10 villains.
That's it. If you can listen to that last episode.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, he headbutts Spidey, punches him in the face.
Gives him a V-trigger with a knee. Did Kenny Omega steal the V-trigger from Kingpin?
So yeah, Spidey has a cool reversal move on Kingpin there.
Yep.
And he starts punching Kingpin pretty good in the face, but then titty gas.
Oh, he got that Craven CBD. Yeah.
It's in his tie pin.
That's 100,000% CBD oil with the Skrull hybrid.
That'll knock out a rhino 2 seconds.
It did.
So Spidey's in Sleepyland right now.
He wakes up and he's all shackled up on a gizmo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And basically, Kingpin says that he's going to steal his life force and bring someone back to life.
Dun, dun, dun.
And that's the end of our issue.
So
will Spidey escape the machine, and who is being brought back to life?
So, as always on WebTales, we like to review these issues and give it a star rating. I give this issue of the Amazing Spider-Man, 6.5 stars, just for that V-trigger.
Okay. I will give it 7.5 tie pin knockout gases.
Oh, nice. That's a good one.
So, Batch, you want to tell the folks where they can find us?
So, as the kids say, like, subscribe this video. If you're listening to the audio version of this podcast, leave us a review on iTunes, leave us a review on Spotify, leave us a review on Good Pods. However you digest this podcast goes a long way, and we'll read them on the show. So tune in next time on WebTales, where see Spider-Man literally dying on his feet. The dramatic return of Kurt Connors. As a blazing battle royal in Brooklyn. So it's going to be an action-packed episode next issue.
Sounds like it'll be great. All right, everyone. Catch us next week. Take care. Bye-bye.
Attention webheads, you can now follow us on all of our official WebTales of Spider-Man podcast social media for the latest info and upcoming episodes for this show. You can follow us on our Instagram at WebTales Podcast. Send us a Doom M on our Twitter at WebTales Podcast. Or you can email us at webtalespodcast@gmail.com. Be sure to also join our official WebTales of Spider-Man Podcast Facebook group. We want to hear and interact from Spidey fans everywhere, and it's a perfect place to talk all things pertaining to everyone's favorite web-slinger. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, and be sure to subscribe to not miss any action-packed episode. WebTales of Spider-Man Podcast is also available on Spotify, Google Podcasts, as well as all other podcast providers. So until next time, true believers.
I want that wall-crawling arachnid prosecuted! I want him strung up by his web!